important to get into PMG or SEA as well, because they only have 3 days of grand finals and they need to adapt very quickly if things go south and sour for them in the first day. And who do you think it will be the most adaptable teams and have more room for flexibility when it comes to versatile players in their lineup?
Okay, I'll think about that in a little bit because right now we're going to see how flexible Gerald will be after taking a lot of damage. And he was the MVP in the first round. Man was going to take away his spot to try to get Myth. Myth should be fine. He is fine enough on his horsey. It's okay for now. Oh, wait. Oh, nice. Mr. MVP got one.
Good start. EGC still going for it. Nice knock on the ground. Jarrell scores another. Well, I guess one for each of the teams. He managed to execute and translate into 1 point. Mino leading out. I think the distance will actually give them plenty of space to go for the revival and pick their members up, as long as nobody's in an open field to get shot down entirely. And Mem is shooting as well, but I think they're shooting against Nemesis, if I'm not mistaken, right across them just now.
Yeah, it could be the case. Okay, hopefully we get a better view later on. But for now, it's gonna be dan-da-dan-dan, dan-da-dan.
Zoro.
Is that Zoro?
Oh, flying horse. I never see a horse jump that high ever in my life.
Let's see again. Ah, they stopped. Okay, never mind. But time to quit esports and Hive. Oh, okay. Right now, right, Hive, they have to be like kind of. I'm trying to find the right word. They have to be kind of worried of their performance because 2 rounds we did see a little bit of them, but overall it's not the best performance. And from second place, or from first place in fact, now they're dropping to 4th and they're 10 points behind Yangon Galacticos. So if I were to worry for any team out there, it's Hive now.
I wouldn't want to blame them. You see how suddenly the team's pushing up. They just went amok for these teams like at GG and GGZ. Like they were not one of those in the league. You know, when you compare with the long marathon run and the sprinters, there are 2 different spectrum of teams out there. It backs me back to the question that I asked you just now. Who do you think is the most versatile team to adapt as quickly as they can in day 1, or even if you cram them down in sprint, like how the grand final is going to be right now?
I would give it to NGGZ. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's either NGGZ or 214. I'll give it to either one of these two. Yeah, because if we see that before we started the show, right, like we weren't even talking too much about NGGZ and 214. But after the first 2 games, they're like, oh, here they are welcoming themselves to the grand final. So these 2 teams are the teams to watch now.
I'm hoping they will actually get a top 3 spot by end of the day, either NGGZ or GG or even OV. These 3 teams, if all 3 of them getting those spots to get into PMG are great, but if only one of them, I'm probably gonna vote for, I know, between GG and NGGZ. They are very similar when it comes to how they actually play. That's why they ended up always top 4 together for some reason.
I guess it's the consistency that they have found. Similar to the consistency of a Yangon Galacticos, but Yangon Galacticos and MSI next to each other. We'll check out them later because right now it's going to be JNK and On Fire. JNK and another one of those teams that's like, I know why you put them in your prediction and I see why, but they're not really showing it yet.
I feel like they're not the best team when it comes to the 3-day cram sprint. Oh man, I feel quite disappointed with their performance here because we do know what they're capable of last time when it comes to within the tournaments or the last few seasons. They definitely have plenty They haven't shown us yet in the grand finals. But Nemesis is also another team that I love to watch when it comes to the sudden surge of points in out of nowhere. And what's scariest of all them all, I still gonna put YG by the end of the day, because YG, we do know they're starting off cool and easy for the side of YG, but when it comes to the last minute push, that cram in last minute, YG just had it better than the rest of them.
Yeah, they are like the masters of like the finals. In Malaysia, we call it bouncer final. And yeah, like
Do we
you give
even
them a
have that?
3-day pressure, like, okay, it's only 3 days, 18 games, and they'll be like, let's go, boys. If it's like a league, they'll be like, okay, sometimes they drop it here and there, and then the end result might be like, just okay, maybe above average, but not like the wow. But when it comes to the grand finals, they're like, we're bouncer final people.
The finals race.
Yeah.
Yes. It can go both ways.
Ooh.
However you look at that statement. But other than, I mean, YG is definitely, it would be surprising if YG is not getting that slot to PMGO SEA. It would be very surprising, but it would be more surprising if the circle ended up right on the south. We've seen this sort of circle, scammy one, last time. You remember that one where we casted that PMSL SEA, where it bounced back towards SMB in the very last minute at the end of the bridge? I remember BTR was there as well. It went so entertaining afterwards.
Yeah, it was one of the scammiest circles ever. At least this time it's not as scammy. So like stage 3, okay, you're pretty much confirmed it's going to be in the main peninsula. Mine is also confirmed an elimination point by taking out Sky Nak. More fights that we can expect to happen here. Okay, I noticed as well there was another team that's still in military base. And Yaku Galacticos can stop them. But Minus, oh, he got a second one.
Okay, speaking of TTQ, I feel like mine is the one doing a lot of work for the team. We don't see a lot of coming up from Lucky like during the league stage. At least Lucky popped up. But I feel like TTQ resting too much on Minus, but back towards the side of 214. You mentioned about 214 before, and seems like they're having a bit of trouble with Obi also pinned down. But 214 Capo taken out. Is he out yet? They needed Capo for 214.
Well, we'll check if they could still survive with Capo, because right now, NGGZ, they're kind of busy with their own fights. A Miner from the side managed to get the knockdown, beautifully done by Miner. Now jumps out to the ground floor looking for his next target. His target is pretty low, and he will be the finisher of Good Game Esports, showing that not good gamers, they are the better gamers.
They're a better GG than the other GG. Even though this NGG, I mean, like, these two teams are very confusing sometimes. But what a play coming up from NGGZ, giving a huge statement. But unfortunately, GG, after that great run, now being put on hold, out-hold quite early, it will hurt them when it comes to the overall rankings later on. And hopefully they don't get tilted afterwards, because some teams just couldn't come back after they've fallen down and just don't see the light of the day anymore for the rest of the week. Hopefully that's not going to be the case for GG by KE. Now, you put them on top of your list as a top 4. Looking at that Scar L, it's not looking that healthy anymore with that ammunition left. What do you think about them so far?
For KE, well, it's just so hard to see KE all the way down there, right? They lose fights, their coordination is kind of off. If they were to need to make a comeback, it has to be now. So let's see how they can coordinate this fight. Are they going to go rush in directly? The answer is no. Or maybe yes. They send out one player to the other side. Okay, so they have their opponents kind of enclosed in. And they have the man advantage against them because Austria is playing without Joseph. Circle-wise, goes to the main peninsula as expected. And here comes Master D2K from behind just to get knocked down by another team perhaps. Oh, from the John. From the John. Now it's time to go down. And KE should be able to deal with the top, but top, well, he went away, so KE won this fight.
There's also long shots coming out from the other side of around the map area, where the bridge shots coming out. YG just now managed to... I think they were gatekeeping OV from leaving SMB, but next is going to be on fire, trying to flush out the rest of Nemesis. Kaka is inside, and that's 12Ks, but the other one is a bit... One swing a bit lesser than the other. Then Itex on fire, and the other end with a rifle, shooting around and playing around the corners at the window area, around this apartment right now. Itex going out, confined just behind him, and that's going to be on fire, taking those elimination on top of Nemesis, leaving with only 2 players left. 2v2, Itex and Sky is trying to find the last member of Nemesis, getting another one, and Nemesis will bow out early with 0 point at this time. But score 1 elimination at least.
Oh, and 214 actually went out with 0 points. A team that seemingly had a form of momentum. Unfortunately out this time, and they'll be taking an extended break after this. So on fire, their players are not out of it yet. They have to find a way to get into the circle. Stage 4 right now, zone is closing. Same goes for Tiger Quick Esports, but in the case of Tiger Quick Esports, in front of the BKE will be stopping them from coming in. They also have to be aware of OF on the other side, but the focus is now onto BKE to get in.
Oh, this is going to be a very tricky circle indeed. Around the farm area is going to be over-concentrated, oversaturated with players right now. Still have to the team intact, and what a nade by Minor.
Whoa.
Coming up from not so good games, taking on KE, fighting head on TTQ, taking on BKE, but Minor, unfortunately. Oh, yep, there you go, translate into 1 point. But why they so spread out for KE? Mad Dog next. Seems like they're having a good rotation just now, but they're just being sandwiched between Olja, NGGZ, and JNK at the same time.
Yeah, and the individual fight as well. Like, you're going up against the S12K, but you run straight into your opponent. And around the corner, Miner pulled the trigger first, and the rest was history from there. So, looking at this particular fight, to me, it was just more of a focus issue here with KE. And it's just a shame that because of that, they lost majority of their players, leaving only one. And what can you do with one player at this stage?
Any consolation, at least, has fought himself 3 eliminations compared to BKE with not so much. Same goes for Observation as well. Observation Esports are being pinned down by YG, and that's going to be KE. Ended up with 3 points. Hey, it's still better than nothing at all. But for On Fire, they're still taking the fight in an open space. It's going to be Hive trying to take them down. Sky's on the ground. 4 members of Hive still well in life. We talked about what happened to Hive. They were the number 1 with the head start points. And this is them showing us they're finally warming up, hopefully right now.
And Circle's going to shift again. Stage 5 Circle, here we go, goes towards the middle. Or slightly down south. We only have a handful of teams there with Circle right now, but a lot of fights going to happen around the area of farm with the amount of teams there. That's what we can see on screen here. One of them is Hive International. And OF is here around the corner as well. I'm not too sure what happened to Chill, guys. I guess he gave himself up so that the point doesn't go to another team. And because of that, his team is out as well.
There's so many questions popping in our head. What happened to that guy? This guy, he's going crazy, but we don't see him. It's fine. It happens all the time. I mean, there's too many fights everywhere. I feel sorry for our observers just having a hard time to focus on one fight at a time because everything happened simultaneously at the same time. Now, Jet and K, another team that we talked about early on, seems like they're parking themselves at the worst case possible and the worst place ever. They're small shack and they hardly just get into the small shack. But like I mentioned before, this is going to be a very tricky circle to play with. MSI, at least it's good news for them, but look at YG. And this might be that scammy circle we talked about. We might end up on top of that bridge.
Yeah, I know, right? If the circle actually ends at the bridge area, that will be insane for Young Radicals, but it's going to be insane, not in a good way for the other teams as well. One of them is going to be Hive International. Right now, they have to stop teams from coming in. But they have a good spot. Like, they have this compound, they have the road to protect them as well, and a lot of open space in front of them. They have a good view of incoming teams. On the elimination feed, looks like NGGZ is out as well. Now, the closest contender to Young Radicals is Hive International, and they are on polar opposite sides.
Both teams having a full squad right now. And the one having the least is going to be On Fire and BKE. HKG might join in that boat. If they're not being careful, if they cannot afford to revive their members. 6 elimination, 4 on fire. Well, SKC Panda, they are the center of attraction right now if they open fire because they're being surrounded 360 degrees by everybody else. Unfortunately, Frenzy, the last member of BKE, got himself in a shack. I think somebody will try to charge this shack. Whenever you see a shack there, 100%, it will be somebody there if it's inside of a circle.
And 100% for Monboy right now with the fact that he eliminated the fighter player of OF. So now we're in the top 8. That means all the teams will start to gain placement points. I'm not sure how Frenzy will try to survive this one. He has a vehicle in front of him. So, no smoke. He does have one smoke. Okay, I think that if he wants to take a risk, like just run to the vehicle, grab it, and straight rotate up north or something like that, that's the best that he can do now.
I think this is quite undecisive for the players because they have no clue where the circle will bounce at. Will be right on top of that bridge. Will the circle hover around that bridge? If it does, then YG do have a huge advantage to get themselves those eliminations. But if it doesn't, just push north, then YG will dig their own grave. But MSI already start their action towards HKG, and it is that circle, Cloud. The circle shifted just now.
What? It is that circle. All right, let's go. At this moment, MSI, they're somewhat in the circle. And where is Young Good Galacticos? We'll check on them later because right now they consider. Okay, Young Good Galacticos have the circle. MSI coming in as well. All the other teams, they don't have the circle. And look at this circle, Chu. 40% of it, or maybe 50% even, is water.
I'll make it just around 30% of land that's left for the players to go about. But SKC, they've been charging by Hive. Raimon going in with an S12K, falling out from the off angle, going towards the balcony. SKC taking it on second floor. And Mid managed to shut them down from the stairs. It's going to be down to 1v1 here. Where is range? They need range. Well, Panda is going to be lost off SKC. Just right. Coming in with S12K. Who wants to finish off? Getting the point first. Will he go for the revive? He can buy it. Panda cannot pick out. There's so many shots from JNK from afar, but Panda is putting his life at risk to revive his teammate. By the meantime, Hive taking a big of a risk down there. Oh my god, Panda, he needs to decide what to do. And Rage is gonna take the risk and gamble it over. And Hive, what a gamble just now. Panda was just confused what to do, which one to go for.
It was too bad for Panda. Like, he whiffed too many shots on the ground floor. If not, he would have won that one. But the pressure of other teams shooting him, that didn't really help the situation. So it was just too bad for Panda.
I feel bad for him though. I don't want to be in his shoes at that time. It was all over the place. You can see he was quite confused where the shots came from. But next is going to be JNK versus MSI. MSI still having a full squad. We have our top 5 now at stage number 6 once more. Feels like the game's going faster than it was supposed to. But with this team, so many of them, with these 5 teams remaining, majority of them do have full squad. The only one that don't have a lot of people in it is going to be JNK with one last solo player. That's going to be Master Ichi, whilst Hive left with 2 players. Unfortunately, in that case, against SKC just now, it was a heavy toll on their side, leaving only Raimon and Range left. But it seems like, feels like YG circle, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of has that buzz to it. A YG circle. Get a confirmation in 30 more seconds. And now a lot of teams on the northern side struggling to come into the circle. Tiger Quick Esports, one of them. And JNK, the next team to be eliminated. 4 elimination points, stage 6, and we're down to the top 4 teams. Next, Young Galacticos in action right now. Say Cloud getting one for himself.
DTQ, one knockdown from afar, but for Hive, can they actually get himself a sweet spot to find YGs on top of that bridge? It's going to be long shots from where they're standing. TTQ having themselves barricaded by the slopes of this hill. Lucky with an AUG, just going to spray towards last 2 members of Hive in trouble. They're being surrounded. MSI pushing in. They're all scouring for the points. Their Hive will be the next target for all the teams out there. Who get them first? MSI managed to knock them down 1. YG taking on TTQ, but it's going to be a trade of bodies between MSI and Hive right now.
And like what you said, it's Yangon Galacticos with the circle right now. Lucky will be gunned down by Yangon Galacticos Say Cloud. Oh man, this kind of circle, this kind of situation, it is Yangon Galacticos' game to lose at this moment. MSI finding it really difficult to cut through. And a beautiful day by the captain Rage himself to knock down South. While Yangon Galacticos just monitoring all these teams on the outside still.
It was a 2v3 just now. Hive still managed to fight their way to get those chicken. Hive, I have huge respect for them right now. They are so... How would I say it? Such durability on their side. TTQ, unfortunately, it's not the right call for them to take that vehicle just now. But this is going to be the best grand final run yet for TTQ by far. But YG, this is pretty much a straightforward chicken presented to them in silver platter. Now, whether they can maximize it or not with more points of eliminations.
Oh, this vehicle is going to blow up. Ching Ching, gotta be careful there. Oh, it's blown up before, but anyway, till the end of Ching Ching, Hive International brings in those elimination points. Now, Yangon Galacticos in action, showing up. Smile. Captain versus captain. Rage will get up a Smile, and Smile will happily pick up the points. Looking for more around them. It's going to be a 4v1v1 at this moment. They found Raimon. Now it's going to be the final player of Tiny Quick Esports. Yangon Galacticos surely will lock in this chicken dinner. Nothing is going to stop them. Lucky. How lucky can you get? Can you get lucky enough against Yangon Galacticos? The answer is no, because the people's champion, Yangon Galacticos, will come in with a chicken dinner in the finals.
I just want to tally up how much they managed to get themselves those elimination points, because we saw a couple of teams just now. I think one or two teams managed to secure plenty, half the amount of kill volume. But YG, that was such a... And they got themselves 10 eliminations out of that as well. But for YG, that's I don't want to say luck, but they did play patiently, preserving all their time. Make sure that they make the right call, not to cross that bridge prematurely too early. They did the call right, based on how the circle bounced a few stages. So I think YG, when it comes to their core and experience, it was in perfect play just now with that chicken. But let's rewatch the highlight, how they score themselves that chicken just now.
And it's Yangon Galacticos. Although they got the circle, but it's not like they stayed quiet. They don't do anything. They wait for people to come to them. No, they still brought in 10 elimination points, and it's probably still the highest of them all as well. So 20 points collected, even with that circle. Yes, they got it, but they still went out to get those elimination points. We still got to give it to Yangon Galacticos, and their closest contender at the overall charts at some point, Hive International, coming back right now with 9 eliminations. But our MVP, man, this guy, again, Mr. Clutch Man of the Century, I call him. Smile, your MVP this round.
I think he should be deserving MVP for today now, because when it comes to Rondo, he did plenty of work as well by himself. If we remember, I think, was it the last Erangel or the first Rondo map? Smile has been on fire here today. He's snowballing a lot when it comes to his play, but unfortunately the rest of YG has not tallied up or warm up yet when it comes to the grand finals. I think they're starting slow and steady, and one start to fire up, the rest will follow. That's going to be always the pattern of YG. And I agree with you, they got the most. I was surprised because I thought somebody else do have the double digit other than YG. But there are plenty of zeros down there as well. And one of it is going to be Observation Esports. That being gate capped by YG at that bridge area early on, give them extra 4 points as a start. But another team that feels a bit awkward to be down here, 2-1-4, and also the last chicken dinner, GG, with 15 eliminations in the last map, ended up with a 0. That hurts them quite a bit here.
Especially 2-1-4, right? Like they had the momentum, and then all of a sudden it's like a total flip of the coin, like 2-1-4-0 this time. But there are some other teams like NGGZ still able to hold up with 9 eliminations, although no place some points. But still, because Yangugaito scored the chicken dinner, now they're pulling away from the competition. They are ahead by 16 points against Hive International, who at least this is a round that they did decently well to come back, and they're back on track to try to catch Yangugaito again, pushing down NGGZ to third place with 51 points. And on the other end, KE is the only team to hold a single digit when it comes to points collected right now. Still need a big bounce back.
Yeah, speaking of bounce, whether they can actually bounce back, do they still have the air to bounce back, or they got flat out completely entirely after the first half of the day? But for now, it seems like a roller coaster ride for the teams that do perform at first but lost it afterwards, like Nemesis and GGZ and GG. You know, I just hope they can actually do have that stamina and also that consistency, because this might be the repeat of week 1 first few days, and then ended up with, you know, slowly start to fade out from the picture for these teams that seem to be performing at first and then just, you know, disappear. But when it comes to the teams that do pop up when they need to and slowly building up the momentum, that's going to be YG, of course. They never dropped the game yet.
Yeah, 3 rounds, they're always in the top 4 teams to watch towards the end, and obviously they came up with the chicken dinner in that round, so they are still super duper consistent. And that's where the question of like, okay, it's not only about your performance, but it's also about the performance of other teams. And Yangugaito is the clear example. Like, they are still consistent, even though they didn't score a chicken dinner, still top 4, and then they score a chicken dinner before the extended break. So they'll be going for their I don't know, tea time or dinner time or whatever, smiling. And because of that, then they can feel good coming back into like the 4th game.
Yeah, they don't have pressure behind their back, knowing the fact that, hey, you guys, I mean, the coaching staff and everybody else couldn't actually put them in any sort of pressure situation ever, because they've been performing quite well. But before we get more into Erangles, the last Erangle of day number 1 grand finals, we're gonna hit the break for a bit. Let everybody just unwind what's going on in their heads, just to make sure they have a better, calmer performance in the next one. Let's see you guys after this break.
New urban area.
New urban area.
New urban area.
New gameplay.
New gameplay.
New gameplay.
New gameplay.
New gameplay.
New gameplay. New skills.
New skills.
New skills.
New skills.
New skills.
New mechanics.
New mechanics.
New mechanics.
New mechanics. New airdrop vehicle.
New weapon.
New themed area.
New interface. New UI.
New AI ray.
New system. New system. New system. New system. New system. New system.
New system. New system.
PUBG Mobile 8th anniversary.
We are back with the second half of day number 1 in the grand finals for the PMCL 2026 spring here, ladies and gentlemen. And Young Gaitico just came off a chicken dinner. My name is Sir Cloud, together with the amazing Choo Choo. We'll be your storytellers for today. And we have 3 more games to go for day 1.
That's a fancy introduction coming up from Cloud's side. But yeah, when it comes to fancy, I fancy the teams and the circle today. Today's circle has been crazy, Cloud. We're talking about getting those scammy circle, like how we talk about it. I don't know why, but Erangles today has been on point of what I hope for, and I hope you hope for as well.
So what kind of circle would you want next?
We haven't got SMB. Just now was Bridge.
Let's go. Our favorite, right? Our all-time classic favorite. If it goes SMB, right? Yangu Gaidicos actually start in military base. Just saying.
Back-to-back grand finals chicken. Is that gonna happen? But we do know a back-to-back friend of PUBG Mobile, which is gonna be Meanie and Bam Bam for your team up for every #1.
Oh yeah, this is definitely something that you all need to check out on. It's time to also, while you check that out, squad up and team up for every #1. And of course, there are more exciting events and exclusive items that will be coming your way, so don't miss this one out. And of course, stay tuned for the theme song. If you have your own version of Carry You theme song, how would it sound like?
I mean, I put mine. I think you know. Every single time. Carry you. It's still gonna be that one, man. You forgot about it, really?
No, I just want you to remind all our audience.
Thanks.
What's
Thanks.
it like?
A nice cover up, bro. But
Yeah.
nice comeback.
Carry you.
Now, I know it rhymes, right? And it sounds like very convincing in that tone. But you know, speaking of the tone of the day, it has been super hot, heated up, and aggressive when it comes to our grand finals day 1 since map 1. Like, we're not even 10 seconds into the game, and then it's just non-stop grind, battle, crossfire everywhere.
But you know what? The good news for us at the caster desk is that we got our prediction correct.
Woohoo!
Yay! Proof.
Kudos to us, man. But yeah. But we also kind of jinxed the other 2 teams, to be honest, in this case. I mean, I guess for that power of 1 to balance it out with the jinxing of the cursing of the 2, I don't know. But for the other teams like we mentioned here, KE, JNK, they are struggling today.
Yeah. Yangu Gaidicos is just uncursable, especially by us. So for the other 2, they have to prove that they are uncursable as well, because this is going to be the last Erangel for today before we switch up the map into Dusty Dudes of Myanmar. And of course, you all heard what Choo Choo wants as a circle. Are we going to get it? Are you feeling the vibes, Choo?
I don't know, man. We're going to wait and see for the flight path first, because that was pretty much 90, probably 80. I put 90 too much. 60%. Okay, there you go. Lower that to actually give us a contradiction to its flight path circle. So hopefully that's not going to be a generous flight path, because we want SMB. Let's go. Erangel loss of grand finals day 1. We're going to fly and hit it. And prediction, first team to fight, I think it's probably HKG.
Wow, HKG. That'll be super interesting, especially the fact that they're the new kids on the block. They get to score a chicken dinner in the grand finals. That will be something. But the something here is that we're going to get a different flight path again this time. The first Erangel was the flight path on the left, and then the second one was like cutting across the middle, and now we're going to get a right-sided flight path. So how will this change for the teams? Maybe not much on the north. KE will be happy to take the northern side, Severny for the most part, but they sent out Davan towards Stalmer, so a bit of a switch of a strategy for them. Yasnaya and GGZ is not going to be contested by HKG. They have adapted themselves to drop around the area of Ferry Pier or the lighthouse area. So no clashes early on, maybe. Unless maybe another surprise garage clash again.
Maybe. No? Okay, we gotta wait and see. But I like how actually you break it down so well just now, Cloud. But I have a feeling, you know what kind of prediction that would be more fun than actually predicting chicken dinner? Predicting the next map, who's gonna be the first one to engage in the war, who versus who. That would be always fun because we have very little amount of time to predict which one within a short amount of window. But it's contradicting circles still. Left side, we do have early skirmish. It's gonna be BKE versus... Who is it?
This is, I'm trying to see, 214.
Wow.
My couple has a shotgun though, so very clutchable weapon. You can do that.
Oh man.
What has happened to 214? They lost not only Capo, they lost someone else too.
Whenever they lost Capo early on, that's gonna be always bad news because twice in a row now they got eliminated quite early the moment they lost Capo. Because right now all I see for 214 is just Capo to actually do the work. Yeah, sometimes Mix is there, but it's not too, you know, it feels like the whole team's not waking up yet other than Capo for now.
Same goes for Ryujin K as well. Like, he went out too. So now it's only Mix and Min, the double M, to try to do it for the team. Playing as a duo is a little bit difficult. At least the good news for them is that, okay, it's not a mate to the base circle. So that's the first good news. The second one, I don't know yet. I need to think about it.
Do you want to play a game within us, Sekla?
Oh.
The prediction.
You should say it in the Saw movie tone.
Do you want to play a game, Sekla? I'm sorry, guys. This is such a big segment. This is just... Okay. You know, how about we try to call it out, like the prediction. Who's gonna fight who against each other? Like who's gonna the first fight that we're gonna witness?
Okay, so the
In
214
every
don't
single
count.
Yeah, not for the next map. Probably the next map. Or this one.
Okay.
Or you want to see every single one? You want to predict who's gonna fight next? Oh, that's gonna be fun as well.
Might as well, right? Might as well, since we're already in the game.
Okay, that kind of circle. That kind of circle. Not many teams.
Ooh.
You have to think about the circle as well, though, the position of the team.
Yeah, I'm trying hard here. And I'm also thinking about their playstyle, right? Because some teams, they don't want to fight early.
True. That's very true.
I'm probably gonna put my finger on... It's a hard one. Hive? Oh, yeah, wow. I mean, you're trying to match two teams out of 16. It's so hard.
I know,
Okay.
but it's so fun.
Yeah, but if you get one team right, that's like half a mark, right? So that's okay.
Yeah, I consider it as a win already, bro.
Okay, I'll go for Hive versus HKG.
Oh, wow. I mean, we haven't seen a lot of HKG fight after that first map just now, early on anyways. Okay, but that's going to be a fun matchup though. For me, based on the rotation of the teams just now. Oh, I need to remember who's exactly passing a checkpoint.
And start to draw lines, right?
Yeah, I know. It's going to be NGGZ versus possibly... Where did NGGZ go? Yes, Naya. And then they're going to go to his this side.
But he can take North too.
It's true.
Alright.
Oh. I'm going to go random then. NGGZ versus... you know, what the heck? Like, let's just go like, okay. JNK? That's so random, okay.
Okay. So we have two very different teams. So let's see. But if I were to pick, like, if my first was picking NGGZ, right? I would imagine them go North, and North is KE. I'll pick NGGZ versus KE. But that might not happen too.
Yeah, because KE usually they stall for a bit, so they don't really like. For example, here that's going to be the best case scenario. They are in the blue, and the rest of the team already inside of a circle.
Oh, but you know what? It could be Hive and OV because OV quick move to Pochinki. We don't know if Hive is still there. Though.
It's so fun. I'm anticipating this much more now. I'm so sorry, but this is just... I mean, you guys can do it too in the comment. You guys can join us. Of one of the many who actually get it right, you guys are remarkable. But this makes me want to actually punch in more my focus towards the minimap, which team is where.
Yeah, if you guys put it in the comment section, we can read it as well. Just saying.
Yeah.
So if any of you got it right, you know, buy yourself a cookie.
Yeah.
MSI.
Jogopo.
Or maybe it's this.
If it's this, it's 2-on-4 versus BKE. You mentioned about High versus HKG, right? Okay. I want to know which these two teams right now actually went off to. I haven't seen them at all. High and HKG. Same goes for NGGZ as well as who is it again? JNK, yeah.
JNK.
Okay. It feels like yeah, everybody's just playing safe, I guess.
Yeah, it's after like the first 3 games, and then maybe during the break, their coaches are like, "Hey, you! Don't simply fight, ah. You fight like this, I fight you, ah. You don't like that, okay? Play properly, okay?" Then everybody starts to chill.
Yeah, I mean, the reverse psychology do work sometimes, so I agree. But sometimes you're encouraging it as well. But JNK, please half truth. But it's SKC. JNK, SKC, I guess. Is this considered fight? If they back off, they don't commit to it, is this not considered as fight? Is that another rule that we're putting ourselves in?
Yeah, we have to put that. Passing by doesn't count. So they have to stop and like bang, bang, boom, boom. Yeah, that's the fight.
Yeah, Runes, we have 2 teams, SKC as well as, I think that was JNK. Yeah. Seems are we not? Oh, Hive?
Oh, Hive
my
has
God, it was
HKG.
exactly it!
I can't believe I got it right.
I'm
What
so
the-
proud of you right now, bro. HKG did versus. Did you even get a knockdown out of HKG as well?
Yeah. Wow. What did I just do? I think your wish list transferred to me, you know.
Oh, that's so great, bro. It feels great to actually see that happen right in front of my eyes. Okay, we're gonna go back to casting now, guys, since we're finally getting ourselves on action. Yeah, but there's slightly saturation when it comes to the northern side. South, surprisingly, this time a bit empty. Probably because of the flight path just now as well. But if anybody happen to want to go south, I think this is just very clear for them to go.
Well, the one that needs to go south right now is 214. They are on the outside of the circle. Stage 2, by the way. So, main peninsula circle altogether. This could be the next fight. I don't see BKE backing off because they can be the gatekeepers.
But BKE is not known for being so aggressive because sometimes they lack of information regarding their spotters where they barely can see. This is one of the many examples. They couldn't see anything inside right now. Except for Mix, he can actually open fire, and that's gonna be a clean one. He needs the execution. Oh, he needs that perfect angle. Oh, but he's just overthinking himself. KE did engage, but it's against BKE. Oh my god, what a shot, a 3-way angle here.
Oh, in fight for the Gatka Mountain right now. NGGZ. It's in the fight here. Minor will need to take care of his corner here against SKC. On the lower ground, Minor tries, but then again, somebody else is shooting him. He's forced to turn back. With only 10% of health. Lucky for him, he's not knocked, so he's okay for now. But SKC, they left Nikes here. Is he going to try something adventurous?
Adventurous, is it worth it? That's going to be the issue here. The rest of NGGZ still trying to chase him down in that smoked up vehicle, by the way, which is going to be very problematic if Nikes couldn't survive this for the rest of the team. He needs to take one. Nikes, there's nobody can actually save him. He got himself stuck in the worst case possible. Oh, can he? Oh, he managed to turn things over. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay, but the rest of SKC just got eliminated here. KE taking on GG for the next fight. JNK as well against SKC just now, but seems like the neighbors around the circle seems to closing the gap as we speak.
Now it seems to kind of chill. Looks like all the rotations kind of settled in for now. Okay, he's coming in on the GG's location. Oh, GG. How many players do they have left? Only 2. Oh, okay. They seem to have the information. They know the numbers. Oh, but Nangex won't make it easy for them. Nevertheless, a counter came in from the OG player, Davan, to take down Nangex. And GG, 1 player left. He's on the other side, though. Circle did chip away, and it's going to be the Guard Car Mountain.
And get to see a circle here. Oh, this is going to be so great for NGGZ. They're going to farm up so many eliminations here. But whoever's around the Gaka field south side is actually getting more. But look at the saturation. Population coming from south. Just now it was empty. Now it's full. There's not many teams coming from north other than just KE.
Oh, and Dale got Mewtwo. On mid-nature. Nice. It's pretty chill.
How can be so calm in that?
Right?
So many teams around here, by the way. But Renzo is also very bold doing what he's doing. He's alone. If he can act... Oh my god, he pulled over. It is not... Oh, this is quite worrisome.
I wish you could see the other fights. Okay, now we get to see it. MSI against Austria Esports. The John calling out for help, and there's no way his teammates can save him. One will surely go to MSI. Misfit International taking a little bit of damage from afar. Ching Ching needs to avoid this one. South will lock in the elimination point at least. I guess that was a bit of a counterfire from the other members of Austria Esports, but it's not going to be a big effect onto MSI.
For MSI, they're far too deep. Might have to force themselves to get into the blue zone, and it's stage 3 blue zone. It's still gonna hurt no matter what, and hopefully their first 8s do have enough for them to survive a bit more longer, because they need to have that long rotation. We cannot cut across. There's too many teams waiting inside to gatekeep them. So the teams coming in late, they have to go really late. Quite a lot of risk. That's gonna be 3 teams, including YG, surprisingly.
Yeah, YG, because they rotated from mid to the base, so naturally it will take a bit of time. But that also means that they can avoid all these territorial fights. But that might mean that if the circle goes up the Gaka Mountain, they might be one of the later teams to try to hike up. I'll check out them later, because right now we're going to focus on to MSI versus JNK, and JNK is the one on the inner side of the circle.
Oh.
Opportunity for them to stop MSI, and they will start off by finishing off Lodi.
South. Oh, this is gonna be tough. 2 different angles. He needs to swing it big if he wants to actually survive this one. While the rest of JNK repositioning themselves, trying to get those elevation to have a better view. But Yaka taking the blue zone. Quite a damage there. We're talking about stage 3 heading to 4. So Yaka from the back. He didn't see where this bullet coming from. He's quite confused as well. But South trying to make sure he's slowly squeezing. This is going to be so tough for both teams here, Cloud. There might be a lose-lose situation.
Doesn't have that the circle goes away from them.
Oh, man.
The fight has to continue on, and Godspeed got Ching Ching. Nice side angle. Looking for more right now. Yaka circling all the way to the back. Is he trying to backstab them? No, he's trying to block them from rotating away from the other members of JNK.
Is this worth it for them to actually also taking the damage of the blue and wasting their time here? Yeah, they managed to get on one unknown, try to haul for another one. Taking his shotguns out. Hoping for a CQC, but he's not picking out as well. He's going to force himself in the blue, but is it going to be good risk?
Oh.
Now he's down as well. Avi managed to hold that door, but JNK... The rest of it is history, but it's still not of the woods yet. They have one more gatekeepers to go. We saw right on top. It's going to be Observation Esports.
Well, MSI first team to be eliminated. Slight good news is that it's not 0 for them. But still MSI slowly sliding down. HKG in action against Quick Esports. And by the time you know it, Quick Esports eliminated. And HKG, they scored 1. Time for them to get into the circle. 214 making their move as well from the north.
Everybody just trying to get around the guard here as soon as they can with the blue zone hitting in, and a lot of them not really having that first aid in the back as well. Now, you notice a couple of bandages just now for 214, and he's in dire need for first aid. Never mind, he's still got 4. The other one just now, pretty low himself, but KE just around the Gakka Mountain, they are shifting their gears to migrate. That's also OJ's spot. This is going to be another crossfire here.
Ramsey just got eliminated. That is it. GG for GG. For KE, they're still fighting for the high ground when the circle is not even here. Okay, forcing themselves through, and they're going to pay the price for it with the fact that Master D2K went down. Lil Yaka will get Joseph top before the hands of Campus. Master D2K eliminated by you. But these teams are still fighting here. The circle is not here at all.
Oh boy. That's the thing, they're overestimating themselves too much, overextended the fight. They will not actually win. There's 3-4 teams here, including SKC last player. Walja last one, eliminated. That's one more bite to dust. SKC last player is struggling to keep the boat afloat here. Oh, was KE Mad Dog trying to revive? Are we talking about stage 4? This is going to be a painful blue.
And Nice is now down to his last first aid. 214 just got eliminated. Number 12 again sliding down. Think about going down. Mad Dog, the final player for KE to survive, charging into the circle. But look at the amount of teams around him receiving damage. And he is actually driving towards the end of the team, but he stopped in between, but he's still not saved yet. And Mad Dog eliminated by none other than Hive International from a distance.
Oh god. Now JNK and GGZ just at the foot of the mountain Gakka here. And the circle might have to shift in less than 50 seconds. And GGZ and Memsport SKC Nike somehow survived, but couldn't be long enough as NGGZ managed to take him down. But NGGZ, they have too much on their plate as well, focusing on 2 different angles here versus JNK and on fire at the same time. The circle shifted over to Gakka. I'm surprised a lot of teams are taking too long in the blue zone, overstaying themselves for this fight.
And guess who's not interested with all that? Yangon Galacticos. Nice and chill down south. And now they're starting to move as the circle shifted slightly up north, where majority of the teams are currently at. Chill guys. No chill for him. He's down. Now on fire. They have to turn up the fire right now. ITERX on his knees, the rest of on fire, trying to navigate around the smoke. Not the easiest thing to do, but they found Rex in the process. Sky were coming from the other side as well. Oh, but beautiful nade there. Onto Sky, thanks to Kid. Only play Junior and Kid right now, the duo that has to do it, but Nemesis is coming in.
Oh, this might be it. Oh, this one just a jumping Kid finishing this off, but Ovi unfortunately couldn't survive. Kid last man standing one. Nemesis trying to finish off the corner.
What?
We're not playing Kid. He goes unpunished, and the crime, they're still getting the punishment and judged by Nemesis anyway. But Nemesis, after the finish off OV, is still not out of the woods yet, and they're fighting against J and K and on fire at the same time. And GGZ just arrived too.
Wait, yeah, and GG is coming as well. How many teams do we have here? This is a massacre at this moment. Hades with the DBS gameplay gets his target, and look who's unstoppable at this moment. It's gonna be JNK. But can they be the ultimate winners in this Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen? And GGZ, their turn to come in.
Everyone just so stacked up together. Not so good game. Seems like having a good run as well. Might actually score himself a 2 chicken in a day here if they keep this momentum going. Nemesis down to 1 player. Hades trying to deny his death here, fighting for his life as JNK surrounding the compound. They have NGGZ on the other side as well. They're being surrounded, but unfortunately Master H is out in the open. He didn't know where the shots came from. He didn't know when he spotted out on fire there. Pyro last man standing. And it's gonna be a mem on the slightly elevation, and Red just arrived. This is just a bloodbath here.
Everyone is here except Yangon Galacticos. everyone is here, and Yangon Galacticos is just like, guys, What you doing, guys? Nobody invited us to the party. Okay? We're fine. We're introverts. We can stay away, okay? We'll show up later. That's okay. Now, everybody in this compound is just going to cancel out each other. And Master Ichi from the side, Yango Galacticos starting to come in.
Speaking of timing, Cloud, that was impeccable. The moment you mentioned about them, and that's when they start to take action. They heard like, oh, we just steal it from afar. Why would we be ourselves in that crossfire? And they know, and they see this coming, and they might just score a back-to-back chicken as well.
Oh man, I mean, it's a big possibility right now because everybody's so distracted with each other in this house. And Yango Galacticos, they have a full team. And Yango Galacticos, they can just spread out, and you still have stage 7. There's a chance that the circle will move away. Yango Galacticos, we just need to stay outside and like, you come to us now. Come to Daddy. Come to Daddy. Daddy will show you how it's done.
Okay? But yeah, but when it comes to our top 5 teams, unfortunately, On Fire is going to be the one that literally went itself first into the blue zone. Last man standing, while the rest of YG still have a full squad. And GGZ, who happen to be at second place now, but look at the gap of the points right now between them. If no stopping on YG, this is just going to stretch the gap even further with the rest of the teams.
Exactly, right? Exactly, because everyone else needs to be cancelling out each other. Okay, at least NGGZ is still in the game. But for how long? I don't know. It's going to be hardcore. But if any team were to disrupt Yango Galacticos, I want to say BKE, but even they are moving away. So they're going to go up to the top of Gaka Mountain. By the time they go down, they have to commit into the house because there's just too much open space between them and the house. So they have to commit in.
Oh, they are committing right now straight into BKE, and they're taking the last one first. Oh, the rest of the team doesn't know about YG except for BKE for now. They do know those long shots, but not exactly pinpoint those locations. But YG, they know exactly which way to go for it. That's going to be the west side of BKE, while BKE is trying circling around the other side. But like you mentioned before, if they want to commit, it's going to be full push in. While this fight getting more interesting, 5 teams all happen to be at the same spot, very small circle. And look how YG just spread out, Cloud, every angle possible.
I know, right? They're playing with good cover with each other. Right now, Spiral, I doubt that YG kind of knows. Spiral hasn't really been moving. They're observing the movement here by BKE. They're going to come in from behind. And NGGZ is the one in front of them. And BKE finding it so difficult. Oh, we have Kane here. Miner shows up with SLK. Going to be a UMP gameplay here by Kane. Kane dancing around, but he'll fall to the hands of Miner with his S12K.
Oh.
Miner gunned down from afar. Miner gets it, and the Mios naded down red.
And it's YG taking those shots from afar, knocking down one of the NGGZ players as well. And man, the last man standing, YG, they are so well. They are the bigger predator if they compare to all the others. They're the one preying on all these guys. They're circling them around and setting up the trap. And Spiral might be the next victim here. But if Spiral can do some damage, that will be definitely breaking the formation of YG.
Babe, it's 4v1, v2, v1, v1.
No
Or make that
way.
4v1, v2, v1 now. Yango Galacticos, full squad. And they might just turn up the heat right now. Full steam ahead at any point of time. But their opponents are spread out too. They're playing the patience game right now. They're not in a hurry to lock in this chicken dinner, which is very likely to be again Yango Galacticos.
I feel like they are the puppet master right now. YG just set things up so perfectly well aligned, their timing when it comes to positioning. And it's just remarkable how everyone being tinned down and stolen for their points by YG. That's the worst case scenario. All those knockdowns, they stole it away from afar unpunished.
Oh man. Exactly, right? Like, all they need to do is just like, okay, just wait. They cancel each other. I steal the elimination points. Happily, YG does that. And now it's all about just closing it up with the chicken dinner. If only they have enough information where baby Young is at. Very cool. But I think they kind of know as well that not everybody is in that house. So they're playing the patience game now.
Or maybe they're just waiting for the next circle, the last one, to see who's being sided which, because it's going to be an open space in between. If they cross that line and they got it wrong, the callouts are wrong, that's going to be very detrimental for them. It's all about timing and perseverance here. Patience is a key.
What if baby Youngmi actually becomes the kingmaker here? Younger guy goes all in focus onto Nemesis, and then from the side, he shoots them all down. That will be absolute cinema.
But it's going to be a hard climb if you actually want to do that. Not going to be easy, because if you look at how YG just don't leave any loopholes, they just start tossing around the corners, because they know this sort of circle, that is just how familiar they are with this sort of circle at this terrain. They know somebody will be hiding at the edge here, where the circle will close up nearly enough just for a couple of teams, or one team to hide themselves. So it's all about who get into the blue first will be sacrificial lamb in the first place.
I mean, Young Radicals has the circle right now. Pressure is going to be on to the other two teams. Oh, but Hades got Say Cloud. Okay. Could this be an opportunity? Is there anyone together with Say Cloud? I don't think so. They're a bit spread out there. So Young Radicals, they're focused onto Nemesis, because right now you're going to anticipate that Nemesis will move in, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Mana is together with Say Cloud. But will he have enough time? Smile is on the side. He's going to be the off-angle guy. The Mio's trying his luck with his nades, but to no avail yet.
It
Oh,
avails
brother!
something!
Oh, he
It
got
avails
moved!
big!
What?
That's gonna be Nemesis, Daniel! Those nades! It took a bit of time, but it just doubled down to YG! My god, what an instinct coming up from Demios! It was a 2v4! And now Demios gonna go in for the charge, trying to close it deep. Hades and Demios both know exactly where those nades being tossed early on, and in my head again! Oh! Demios and Nemesis! What a turning of tide!
Oh, this nade! Not to Say Cloud finishing him off! And now, Team Nemesis, they're unstoppable with 10 elimination points! Not giving up against Younger Galacticos. But Smile, this nade is going to be huge. Lob across, and Hades moved away just in time.
Demios, can he drop another big one?
Oh!
Nice! Mananax! It's not done yet. Oh, he's trying to fish for more.
Oh.
It almost got Romeo as well. My god, this is the best time ever to witness such instinct from players. And Demios,
Chop.
what an instinct!
Demios!
One! No way! What a clutch! And YG! They let it fumble! in
No,
front
but
of
yeah, no, but yeah.
goal.
Here comes Romeo. Romeo, 10% of that! And Team Nemesis! Somehow, they beat all the odds in the galaxy to beat Younger Galacticos to the chicken dinner!
I have to give it, that was a next level gameplay by Demios of Nemesis. Was it instinct? Was it coincidence? You cannot say it coincidence. It happened back to back with a nade. The first one connects to two, and the third one connects to another. That was insane. When it comes to the time, he's just perfect.
Oh man, the Mios and his nades saved Team Nemesis. This is just out of this world. Like, how? Like, His name's so good, so good. Rain down onto Young Radicals and they clinch the chicken dinner. Let's relive the best moments here.
Insane instinct. What a raw talent we just witnessed. Who happened to take down former world champions? A 2v4 situation feels like more to 1v4. That was just remarkable, phenomenal.
I'm lost for words. Like 2v4, and the Mios even got that last shot against Romeo. So basically, he wiped out the entire Yangon Galacticos. Oh man, this is insane. It is insane. We were sure that a purple team would get a chicken dinner, but the purple team went to Team Nemesis. That is something else. But we also have to give a little bit of spotlight to Young Galacticos too. Like every day, all 4 games today, they are in the top 4 teams to watch as well.
Oh, but just now I have to give it for YG tactical wise, you have to give that was crazy for their tactical, but this is even more. This is just GOAT, man. His raw instinct and timing, that is not something that you can hone by your lifetime sometimes. It's something you're born with, and this guy just happened to have that natural, raw, God-given gift of game sense and instinct. That just incredible. Just crazy good.
Yeah, give him the daily MVP already. For
Yes,
sure.
Yes.
I don't know how anybody is going to top that today. That is crazy stuff there. Even the stats is above any other MVP as of today. Like 6 eliminations and 1,041 damage, and maybe like out of 1,041, like 800 of it is through his nades. And because of that, they scored the chicken dinner 23 points. Young Radicals still up there, 13 points, very, very consistent. BKE joins in 13 points as well. JNK, hello people, welcome to the show. Finally, they show up.
KE's just beneath that, not too far off. Slowly they're
Oh,
climbing
yeah,
up,
yeah,
these
yeah.
2 teams that we jinxed today.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, GG had really heated run before it just dropped cold. Or the 2 maps in a row right now for GG after that 15 elimination chicken dinner run, just completely, taken out. But I mean, even if you survive with that gameplay Damios just show us, that was a 2v4, and he made it happen by doing all the work without his teammate helping. He was just covering fire from the inside, but the gap is being stretched. It's part of that great play. This is huge gap now.
21 points now between Young Radicals and NGGZ. That's roughly a round's worth of points now. That's crazy stuff. But we also have to give it to Team Nemesis because of that amazing chicken dinner.
Man.
They move up to number 4. And let's remember, the bare minimum mission is to be in the top 3. So now Team Nemesis, they're knocking on that door.
Oh man, I I feel like I want to root for Daniels just because of that play just now. I'll be honest, I feel like that's one of my most legendary memorable play that I feel in my entire career of PUBG Mobile. There's only 2 moments right now.
Which is the other one?
The other one was during the it was PMPL and Y. It was quite long ago. First few season, we're gonna recall that. I want to see the stats right now for a bit. But okay, we have to highlight a bit when it comes to the middle pack. Now, we don't see a lot of teams like OV, for example, the teams that seem to be aggressive during the league stage. It feels like they quiet down a bit when it comes to these grand finals. Are those jitteries really affecting their nervousness, affecting their performance? Yeah, overthinking perhaps?
I mean, to a certain extent, it's like that entire house brawl is also a thing that's like you don't get to see all the time. So I really don't know sometimes, like, okay, they just, when they're like, okay, then they just went all the way. But you guys can go all the way as well with the new PUBG Mobile X Apollo Automobile collaboration that's currently live right now. And when you get this, you also celebrate PUBG Mobile's 8th anniversary together with a hyper car power. Your opportunity to drive the legendary Apollo Project Evo and Apollo Intensa Emozione. Hope I got that right. Unlock exclusive Apollo-themed items and experience rebellious German engineering. Only available for a limited amount of time until the 10th of May. And that's 9 days from today. Do it right now. Because if you don't do it, we're going to remind you the entire PMCL to do it.
I think we sort of already did. For the past month. But yeah, I mean, you asked me about another play that I remember most. That's going to be PUBG, one of big plays he did when he actually was in Team Secret last time. It was the first PMPL. So yeah, what's wrong?
No, I was just like, oh, Biu. Oh, that one.
Yeah, I can see your eyes. Okay, so we're back to the topic about, okay, next up it's gonna be Myanmar. I mean, for today, this grand finals really live up to my expectation. And so, yes, we do see YG up there, very predictable. That one is a landslide for now because, I mean, they're former champions for a reason, guys, come on. But for the other 2 slots, right, there's only 2 slots remaining that feels possible to catch up for the others. But we don't have a certain contender that we don't know 100% yet that they're gonna be there. Everybody seems to be rotating when it comes to their performance today.
Yeah, especially for the top 3. For the number 1, then it's like they're still super consistent. It's like, okay, yeah, we don't get the chicken dinner, never mind. We're still like top 4 teams every round, so yeah. But still, I guess, okay, a JNK for you because they're in your prediction. At least they did better that round.
KE as well, I mean, not so bad. But for Hive though, since we both called up for Hive, and unfortunately we kind of jinxed them in the total. But it's not too late. I mean, they didn't drop completely the ball just yet. It's still within reach, but it's just they couldn't afford to completely lose it for the rest of the remaining map here today. If not, it's going to be a lot of work tomorrow.
Yes. What happened to Hive though? It's like the league stage and the grand finals is like 2 different teams. We see a bit of Hive here and there, but that's about it.
Is it something to do with overthinking? Did they put too much pressure? Because, you know, sometimes you get too hyped up. It seems to become too productive, like too hyped up to the point that you get nervous too much, overstimulating to the point that did not, you know, being a productive round. It might be the case they're putting too much pressure on themselves. Or maybe they want it just that bad. Because we do know only top 3 teams will get into the PMGO as EA to compete for the slot of the global stage. And that's where also they may gain, they finally can gain their PMGC points, which is going to be super important for these teams. It can affect their run for the entire year.
Yeah, and they're slowly sliding down. Now they're at number 3. They start the day at number 1. And then now they're at number 3. And then you have other teams like Team Nemesis, and you have few other teams below them that's like doing not bad. So if this goes on, I wouldn't be surprised like if they'll be kicked out of the top 3 by the end of the day. And then if you're in that kind of scenario, tomorrow you have to pick yourself up again. And picking yourself up sometimes is not the easiest thing to do because everyone else is gaining momentum. So I don't know about Hive. If they want to not be in that kind of scenario, at least by this round or the next round, they score big and then they end the day feeling good about themselves and it'll be easier for them to restart again tomorrow. But let's see. Let's check out the map anyway. Let's go to Miramar.
Now we walk back to down the memory lane of the dramas coming into Miramar. Because of why? Because it's fun to do so, and where will it be? Which team will actually... You want to do the prediction again? You want to call out? It's super fun though. It's super fun. Especially when it comes to this sort of flight path. I think usually the circle would go probably around St. Martin, St. de Patron area. Usually it's going to be around that side. If it's that generous, which team do you think will fight first, or do you want to wait for the circle so we can actually, predict whichever time we can?
So we're playing guessing circle first.
Hey, okay, that's fun to do too. Go ahead.
Okay, so you say San Martin-ish. I want to go Chumacera-ish.
Oh, so it's south.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, you're saying it like also over on top of a flight path circle, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if the unusual wish list of a Patona comes in, I'm not complaining. But if it goes to Chumacera-ish, high ground, that'll be kind of nice as well. Very challenging for the teams. Fun for us, of course.
Oh, man, it's gonna
nobody
be
got it.
me. I got it. I said St. Martin has to do the Patron. So that's
Okay.
two in it. Oh, man. But okay, which team gonna fight first? Oh, this is gonna be slightly one direction as well. Now, look at how many teams in the south, though.
I think... Oh, it's hard.
JK Nemesis? That's probably gonna be the first fight.
Ooh.
Oh man, after that run coming up from Demios and you fight him afterwards? God, no way.
No, the dude's on the high now. The dude's like, give me more. Bring it on. Like, I'm no longer the Mios. I'm the demon in your os. Don't ask me what os is.
Okay, they're just gonna finish off taking their trucks here for the side of SKC. I think it's very peaceful. Man, come on. Just like a look at, just give us a bit of a glimpse of Nemesis. I think versus, who was it again? Was it Nemesis versus who again? Was it JNK?
Yeah. Didn't happen yet.
Yeah, are you
Because-
calling for the same fight as well?
Because it's the first Miramar in
Yeah.
finals, right? So, it's so hard to tell.
I just randomize it, bro.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna randomize. I'm gonna bring out. I'm gonna bring out I'm gonna bring out HKG and Hive again.
Oh man, they do have, I think they do have, but Hive do have a lot of potential to actually start a fight early on in Miramar. It's actually a good call for you. I mean, if you hit it twice, oh my god, you're the best Oracle ever.
Yeah, if I hit it twice, I'm doing better than YG.
Hey, do a side business, bro. I mean, everybody will go for your booth just to predict what's gonna happen for the next like 30 minutes after this.
Yeah, I'll tell you what number to buy tomorrow. Okay, you want to know what number you should buy?
What?
So you go and buy number. You buy 6-7.
Oh man, that again.
Yeah, I try.
Nice try. It's okay, buddy. Pat in the back. On the back.
Yeah.
In the back, you might die.
But the number that people don't really want to buy right now is 214.
Oh
Yes.
man, but
Yeah,
they're not too shabby. I mean, there are moments. Earlier today, Capo did great clutches early on.
True. But at least any positive note for 214, they are still in reach of top 3. 10 points with Hive, that's okay. And with the fact that Hive is now in an underperforming scenario, right? This is actually chance for like 214, for maybe GG, JMK to just zoom past by Hive.
Okay, I mean, let's put it in this picture then. Who do you think that do have better potential to fight against YG if they got the chance to have potentially take over that #1 spot right now? Because I think everybody else is pretty much on the same bar and standard except for YG. Is competing for second and third place.
Yeah. No other team is like consistently top 4 every round. So that's already a sign. So you want to say like, oh yeah, maybe the other team, right? I don't have one. It almost feels like, okay, I know like we're only day 1, right? But it almost feels like everyone else is playing for second place.
If you can name one team then,
Okay.
which team would it?
KE, let's go. I am giving my love and hope to kill enemy.
I'm gonna give it to Nemesis because of how rare a talent of a person named Demius actually has. I've seen something like that before. It's quite rare. It's like probably a 5 years once you get to see that kind of play. Raw instinct that hitting the player is his best prime time. But we do have plenty of teams coming into the blue zone this time. HKG, you mentioned about they might be the next one to get into the fight after this. But they're taking things very slow for HKG.
I like how Capo is forgotten now for the meals.
Completely. But imagine if those two guys actually in the same team. My god, it's gonna be crazy.
Like the Cameos. The Cameos combo. Not too bad.
Yeah, I like it though.
Cameos. Yeah. They come from the same region? Yeah, they do. They come from the same region too, you know, so it's...
High chance
Yeah,
it
they-
can happen.
Yeah, they can just drive to each other, high five, do the, you know, that Dragon Ball thing, become Cameos.
It actually might be a super team if, you know, if they can actually mingle along together as a team.
Oh, you know, they do. Ah.
Probably. I would love to
Interesting.
see for the next season if they actually put that one out. Capo
And
is
they put
pretty
it-
much, yeah.
Oh yeah, Capo is pretty much the star man, the highlight. But it was only like that one move, that one
Yeah.
round. That's the only thing, right? Like, and then after that, it feels like not only Capo, but like the entire 214 just went missing.
True. I agree. I think they have it raw talent, but to activate it, that needs training of how to activate those instincts to be consistent for the players. Because right now, when they're being pressured, they're fully focused into their zone. That's how it was activated. They need to form a team that will force them to have those instinct activated. That's why a lot of pro players, right, when they just playing for fun, they love to play with, you know, a handicapped team. Like for example, a friend that don't really know how to play, but they just play along, have fun with it, because they want to activate those raw instinct about their timing to make it consistent. You only manage to activate that if you're in the focus in the zone and you are being pressured at the same time.
And pressure is going to be real here because we're running out the games. We only have 3 days, and now we've already run like what, 4 games? Games are just going to run out. So by the time it's already like the last day, a lot of teams will be playing catch up, and the pressure will be real for sure. But
It's
in
already-
all natural,
Yeah,
no?
sorry. No, it's already start a catch-up game here. It's already starting a catch-up game, and we not even finished off our day 1 yet.
Hey, wait, did you say JNK?
Yep.
You
And
got it.
You said KE before. What was it? HKG versus Hive, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm off, but
J&K versus Nemesis, or this one, but it was KE, so partially through, I guess.
but then JNK they went away, so I don't know how to count this one.
It don't really count if they don't get any point or they don't commit to it. I guess it still don't count.
Yeah, I think that's easier for us to measure.
Yeah.
If not, it'll be subjective.
Yours were, I mean, the moment they got themselves on a kill feed, then it's already counted. Then I already lost it then. We both lost. It was actually GG and also another team jam, but back to it and GGZ. Oh, this is gonna be a truck stop. Plenty of teams here.
Yeah. This is around the center of the circle, so I could understand why teams want to give a bit more focus here. But at least it's like a kind of like a small town area, so everybody has their own corner. So you can kind of like chill here. But the bad news, of course, if somehow the circle moves away and these 3 teams are still here, then yeah, it will be a big brawl. But for now, I think unless there's a big signal like, okay, we got a knock, then they'll move in. If not, they will just kind of take their time.
I mean, what you just showed us, taking their time is actually a good outcome when it comes to the result for today so far. But when it comes to the circle, this is a tricky one with that terrain as well because of so many structures in between around the area of the corner, like example where truck stop is actually at. And those elevations can oversee whoever's trying to get out of the compound as well. So for the side of NGGZ, right now they're just sharing multiple levels of building. I don't think anybody will. It's sort of urban warfare here, but it's just nobody can see each other. But they heard those footsteps. That's it.
BKE decided to move away. They sent Kane now to scout. Then again, NGGZ will force this fight onto them with Frenzy now in trouble, and MM will get him. Point will go towards NGGZ. This is the second elimination in this round, and both of them happen to come from BKE. And BKE to fight back, though. Kane gets one back. Eliminating Miner with the S of K. Gets into the building, but a little bit too late.
Remember? Scar now. Plenty of resources here, but he's going to start spraying, hoping it will actually bait out Gerald there. But those shots, they have 2 side of windows. It's not actually the best spot he can actually take. So he will try to sacrifice his teammate there. Unfortunately, Gerald will have to take it in. But for MM is the last man standing. Red is still bleeding out. There's no way he can actually save him. Just waiting for that door to be open.
1v1, Skynak and MM.
Everybody get their own toilet.
Most private area in the whole house. Okay, Ching Ching. Oh, MSI and SKC in the fight elsewhere too. This fight might take a while. Oh, who's shooting MM? Okay, not too sure. Somewhere else for but he luckily survived that one. It was so close.
Too close. I bet he doesn't want to go out again. Just wait in there. Just wait around the bathroom. But back to its side. HKG did fight, but he's against TTQ. And it happens simultaneously with different team at the same time. But Xiaojia going through the second goal. SKC for back!
Oh, Xiaojia!
Oh, Xiaojia, he used his teammate as a body shield just now, but it was worth it as they managed to finish off one more player. But Lucky is picking up the member as well. He literally uses his friend as a shield just now.
Well, it was worth it, right? And then he follow up with the spray and he got the few points, so that's nice. A Ryujin, no friends for him to use body as a body. It's all alone right here in this building. And he's pretty low on health. And here comes Observation Esports to finish him off. While all that is happening, circle shifted towards the southern side and looks like the center of the circle, we still have a good amount of teams. On the outside here, we have 214 big. Surprise, surprise.
Oh man. Are we witnessing the same sort of scenario like last Erengo here, Cloud? Overstaying themselves around the blue and taking this fight. A lot of teams just taken out by the system instead. OV still securing a 214 player. YG is getting involved with GG right now. A lot of teams are fighting outside of a circle. We're talking about stage 4. Well, majority of the fights usually happen inside. If it's outside, a lot of teams will falling like flies out here.
I know, right? Look at the amount of teams here on this minimap itself. And we have at least 5 of them. Young Radicals is in the mix. But focus is now on fire. But Young Radicals monitoring the situation. Cloud position compromise takes a bit of damage there. He does have enough first aid, so he will be fine for now. But the zone is closing now.
Cloud starting off, getting on Renza. Just give this guy daily MVP already. This is just remarkable so far, his performance. I still want to give it to Demios though. On the side of the rest, GG Kai managed to reset himself on fire, leaving, retreating, but Spyro is a bit thinking about hesitating there, but YG pulled over. They slowly tried to take the last member who's living the latest. Will actually smitten by those shots. He's gonna go back inside the vehicle. They're trying to slowly close them in and round them up again, just like they did in the last one. They're setting up to corner them off angle possible.
And Young Radicals making a move as well, but they're finding it hard to penetrate through. Cloud gets gunned down by Kaya, eliminated immediately. Smile gets Kaka instead. Smile will be pressured by the blue will close in onto him. Now it's exactly on top of Smile. He's receiving damage. Marnie from the other side almost got his target. It was so close. Skies still holding on, but here comes Smile as well.
Oh, toss and run. There's gonna be a Monet hoping it will connect somehow, and it did. YG scored a 4 at the cost of losing one of the best player for today. That's gonna be Cloud. But it was worth it for them to score a total of 4 points just now. We're down to 13 teams. There are 45 seconds on the clock. Stage 4 heading very soon into 5. What? On fire. They're splitting themselves in the middle of a road down there. And YG might just gun them down if they spot them out.
Well, before thinking about getting someone down, they had to think about getting into the circle first. We'll check back on them later because right now, Kill Enemies in action against JNK with Yaka down on his knees. And JNK will lose Yaka ultimately to the hands of Master D2K. For Tiger, we have Team Nemesis showing up against JNK. Unknown will be eliminated by Dale. What a good position for them to be in to steal away the elimination point.
Oh my. Oh, it feels like a round 2. JNK versus KE, while Nemesis might be versus against YG here. Let's go round 2. But KE, unfortunately, they're split into 1-3. The other two cancelled their way into the circle to follow Master D2K. They cancelled, made a U-turn because one of their members got shot down. This might be a make it or break it call with that kind of U-turn for KE because they've got plenty of circles before. They're leaving and making out of their way to help one of all the members. Is this worth it?
But not worried for 2-1-4 or they just got eliminated again. This time only 1 point. So it's likely for them to continue to slide down the overall charts. But for MSI, okay, ITX just got eliminated by Clody. Team Nemesis, how are they going to penetrate through right now? Marnet of Young Radicals eliminated, leaving Young Radicals with 2 players left. And Dale from the side. Beautiful shot onto Davan, eliminating him immediately. And now Dale is at 2 elimination points, looking for his third. Knows that someone's behind that vehicle. I would blow it up yet because right now he has to focus onto his side as well.
We're got a bit of a nemesis showcase here today for my perspective when it comes to observing these players. Such a privilege, but unfortunately, Master EG has it better from the off angle, but at the stake of his life. Just now, Dale was one of the sharpest long-range shooter on the side of a nemesis. Each one of them have a very individualistic talent there, but KE, Damios, is here again. Hades is down. Jank, they're fighting two different angle war, but they won it anyway because it's Damios again. What is going on? There's no stopper to this guy.
Damios, the demigod. Oh, he has Soam this time together with him. Soam needs to get across. So he should have enough space. He just needs to follow up with Damios. This area is kind of clear. And KE, they need to save Mad Dog. But I don't think they'll be able to. The zone is closed in. And Mad Dog's really low on health. I don't think they'll be able to make it in time. The most they'll be able to do is to pick up the spawns from Mad Dog. Young Radical still in the game though. Having them on screen right now against... Oh, here comes round two! Team number 6 and Young Radicals. This time, Romeo won't allow them to smile.
Oh man, this just gonna stretch it even further. YG versus Nemesis. I feel like the real Nemesis for YG is Nemesis themselves. And their Kryptonite as well! Romeo's on the ground, Swarm is down as well! What a fight between these two teams. I love it so much. But unfortunately, Nemesis have to back out. He's just taking a huge lead for YG even further. Everybody just fallen way behind for their points now.
Yeah, and to YG, revenge is served. Now it's up to Hive International, the closest team to Yango Galacticos. But even that, the point difference is so huge. And Hive International so far only one elimination point in this round. Circle update. In the middle of it, we have HKG, we have Tidy Quick Esports, and Pretzel from Hive. So that means that the rest of Hive International can follow up on the Pretzel, go up to the high ground, safe and sound inside the circle. The next clash point, I see that it's going to be on the right side. Yeah, there you go, MSI.
They might get sandwiched here for MSI. If they start to open fire, on fire, YG's eyes will be on them. And there's Ozja coming up from behind as well. This is a risky position here for MSI, but they managed to shut down on fire. That's the last player. Down to 8 teams, but look at how YG just straight away switch their focus towards MSI and Ozja as well. And that's what you get for getting that one player and a big cost at that. They might actually walk themselves into straight. They have to leave now. One of the members already did.
In Young Radicals, now they're in the top 8. They're bringing in placement points as well. The next focus is on to KE. They're moving up north with Spa leading the charge. Sees Campus there. Is he going to U-turn back? No, he's going to go straight into the circle. That means that they might be forced into a fight.
They want to go for the long range here for YG, but if they're not being careful, speaking of those long range, TTQ have had a vantage point compared to YG right now, so they don't want to mess with that. That's why they just pulled over and just retreat for a bit the moment they saw TTQ from in that position. And TTQ spotted OV. Surprisingly today, OV has not been showing up at all, but Hive getting on Ozja, OMSI as well, being very careful to navigate himself into the circle slowly. YG moving so fast towards the northern side.
YG playing by the edge of the circle at this moment, still able to hold their ground. Next potential clash point. Oh, not too sure what happened to the John. Spent a little bit too much time in the blue. Probably got shot and then, yeah, the blue was on top of him. Anyway, Yaku Radicals now in action against KE. Master D2K just got taken out. And that is it for KE. Yaku Radicals, 8 elimination points now.
It's like a night and day when you look at 16th place and first place position right now when it comes to their points I'm talking about. And even during this game's eliminations, look at 9 eliminations. Today, they never dropped the performance yet for YG. The least amount of elimination they get for today is War 7. And then that's the minimum requirement for YG eliminations, yeah.
Next challenge would depend on where the circle will go. But before that, Austria Esports and MSI. One needs set across, but a little bit too short. Okay, circle update. This is going to be huge for YG. Oh, not too far from YG. Not bad.
They're getting the edge of it and got themselves some high grounds as well. But TTQ do have the high ground. It's inside the circle still, I think. The one's going to have the hardest entry. It's going to be MSI and Austria, that side. Because there's not many structures in between. So they have to be very careful where to pick there.
Where are we going to see the next big move now? Because now we have a difference of like high ground and low ground. Oh, nice. Off angle here against Hive International. Stopping them from moving forward. But Austria themselves, they need to get into the circle.
The circle wasn't kind for the players. Just at the edge of it, they might have to meet at the center point there by the end of it. It's after the stage 8, it will force them out. But these structures will help them plenty for HKG. But to get down, not going to be an easy task. Hive is breathing behind. They're still gatekeeping Hive for now. The resources need to be slightly reserving for later, but like it or not, Hive coming in for the rush.
Oh, Xiaojia, the moment Hive arrives, Xiaojia. Oh, wait, the name by Mankey, got Pretzel. Tries to fight back though, but then again, Mod Boy, the Bronze Boy, will make sure they will not fall.
Wait, they will fall now. Observation Esport eliminated, and the Observation Esport actually stolen away their points.
Oh.
From across the other side. That was devastating to watch for the side of Hive just now after so much work into that. But for MSI, wait, round 2, OV. They're trying to finish off the rest of Hive, who managed to get themselves the reset, but they're running low of the ammunition. They need to loot up. Now great the resources with the boxes laying around.
Just buying a little bit more time, lobbing nades into the smoke, hoping it lands, and it did. It's that they did not get the knock home. Finally, they did. Play Junior is on his knees right now, and Austria is showing up. I'll try to steal away the elimination points, but it's a little bit too far for them. And a bit of a circle update as well. Young Radicals no longer in the circle. Time for them to move.
Oh, but if they manage to finish off the rest of OV here, for Hive, that's going to be getting back those 2 points that's stolen from their hands just now. It's exactly the points they lost early on. They managed to get them finished off, and they being pressed by the blue. Oh, Hive, are they going to play the waiting game? They're not out of danger as well. We're talking about stage 9. 6 teams, Cloud, still intact. Not 6 players, 6 teams.
Oof. 6 teams. And Yagu Red goes down to Romeo. So tight. Stage 8, 6 teams. That is crazy at this moment. 6 teams, 14 players. Super duper tight at this moment. And that's thanks to the multiple level terrain. Romeo finally goes out, but still Yagu Red goes gain 9 elimination points.
The blue zone just going to burn off OV. Oh, these two won't make it. I think Hive probably gonna have to make it through, but OB, I don't think they can make it through here. Raimon going in for the push, and it's gonna be DBS versus S12K, and when it comes to the swing, Hive it better. I've got that one better in an instant. Suddenly we only left with 4 teams now, out of the 6 early on.
And top won't last long against MSI. He's the next one to go out. Austria Esports, no eliminations at all as they got eliminated at number 4. Top 3 teams at stage number 9 now, ladies and gentlemen. 5 seconds, the zone will start to close. And it will pressure, especially Time to Quit Esports, to get down from the hill.
Oh, they're not getting down yet. Oh. If you jump, you're gone. NTTQ manpower, yes, they do have Mewtwo. They're slowly climbing up. Climbing down. Minus will be the eyes for now. He set himself that, okay, it's okay for me to actually find it. The rest of TTQ will do the work. Will stay, be their informer. Now then, they managed to take on two. Oh, having trouble. Last man standing present, looking at the wrong way. They're fighting MSI at the same time. Oh, this might be it. TTQ might score the chicken, or is it going to be MSI?
Well, we've seen plot twists before today. Anything can happen at this moment. Misfit International versus Time to Quick Esports. Time to Quick Esports, they have the middle of the circle. They have the elevation against Misfit International. Cody's keeping an eye on them. Meeting those nades. He sees the direction where the nades came from, so he has an idea right now. Just needs to get a good vision. Mewtwo is the one at the front line right now. Cooking up this nade, but he's keeping it back.
Here comes a nade. Oh, it's about the matter of who toss it first. It's Mewtwo against the three of them. 3v1. Clody is coming off a different angle entirely. Taking the risk with a UMP. Going around them. Mewtwo with an S12K waiting for the pick. This is the time. Oh, they just charging together. It's just too much for him. TTQ, they are in shambles. But those high grounds, can he pull it off?
high ground.
It might be it. 1v1. And no, Misfit. International scored it with a better chance. But what a play by TTQ just now still.
At the end of the day, it is Misfit International coming back with a chicken dinner, this time inside of Miramar, with a total amount of 11 eliminations to come together with it. So 21 points for Misfit International. After being missing for the most part today, at least they scored this chicken dinner, giving them a little bit of hope to chase back the top three. They can still do it with the amount of points so far based on the overalls. Of course, we'll tabulate everything later just to be sure of how big of a gap it is between them and everyone else right now. But before that, the highlights.
Today has been wow. When it comes to grand finals, I'm loving this. But YG, like we mentioned, despite they did not get himself in the top four, the last four teams remaining in that Miramar, but they still give a lot of numbers of eliminations up there. 9 again. That's like the standard of the day-to-day performance here. But the only team with a double digit here is gonna be MSI. Welcome finally into the grand finals. We finally get to see them in action here after the entire day being shut down. Same goes for Hive. So I assume Miramar is the map they've been waiting for, Cloud?
Yeah, it kind of shifts the momentum of all these teams, including Time to Quick Esports, who is amongst this team. They're the team that's on page number 2 for the second half of the overalls. So coming in, second place finish, 6 elimination points. Really good for Time to Quick Esports. But the one that did the best of them all, from Misfit International, this time with 5 eliminations, 547 damage, 1 knockout, maximum survival time of 30 minutes 40 seconds, and a 39% point contribution. But overall, I must say that MSI, they did well as a team.
They did well, but it's just today was a rough start for them. Hopefully this momentum will be carried forward at least by end of today, because we have a lot of pop-up teams, I called it. Like they pop a bit and the next one they out. It happened almost for the entire day. We talked about NGGZ, we talked about GG. I hope MSI won't be that case. I just hope this is the start of the rolling, because when it comes to the league stage, like you mentioned before, Cloud, it's very different facet of teams we're looking at right now, not during the league stage.
Yeah, very, very different, especially with Hive. But though this round is a decent round for them, so we've got to give credit where credit is due. We got 4 teams with a double-digit total points collected, and that has to include Yangon Galacticos. They have not been outside the top 4 every round today so far. But it's also nice to see that every team scored at least a point, so that's okay. Nobody went out with a donut. But 2-1-4, yeah, topsy-turvy performance from them.
Hey, at least that it's a good start. That's the first today that we got everybody getting a point in the map, because we had plenty of zeros early on, even in Rondo early on, right? But for 2-1-4, I can see that you're very disappointed in the performance. What were your expectations before we starting off the day, to be honest?
My expectation it would be like a tight race between Hive and Yaku Galacticos, but now it's like Yangon Galacticos and everyone else. That's the thing.
No.
Yeah, and this will show you, okay, what's the point gap here? 25 point gap now. The gap is getting bigger and bigger.
Hey, but you have to give credit the fact that Hive the only team up there without the chicken. They have a shot at this. I mean, in one chicken, and that's just gonna be it. Hive just gonna probably able to stand shoulder to shoulder to YG.
Oh yeah. If they get that one chicken, and of course YG don't get another top 4 finish or team to watch, then yeah. But if Yangon Galacticos continue to get the top 4 teams to watch every single round, and below them everyone else is just cancelling out each other, then yeah, there will be runaway winners. But I hope that, okay, because this season we don't have the smash rule, right? So I hope that, the gap don't be too big, because we want to see like the last game of the season matters. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Newsflash. Suddenly the last day they implement the smash rule. It's a joke. It's a joke. Don't take it seriously. I'm scared that our viewers might take it seriously. But yeah, guys, ladies and gents, I mean, for today, it has been what a crazy run, man. When it comes to the teams, nobody can be as consistent other than just YG. That seems to be, they are a different breed entirely, a different level entirely. We all know that due to the stature of former champions. But for the second and third place, when it comes to the race of second and third place, we cannot. I don't know about you, Cloud, but I personally cannot pinpoint a team that can actually be in that spot permanently for now.
Not at all. Not at all. That has the most change. It changes almost every round. That's the thing. But you know what won't change is carry you. Yeah, this won't change for now. It is here to stay. So you guys, time to stay, squad up, team up for every number 1. More exciting events and exclusive items are coming your way, so don't miss out. And of course, stay tuned to the Carry You by Bam Bam and Mini. Yo, I like the name Bam Bam. Yo. It's like a Bam Bam.
I feel like they will perform right that day for PMG or SEA Grand Finals opening. I think both of them probably gonna perform on that day. But I like the fact the outfit is not just team up for every #1, it's team up forever as well. Because if you look at the signs, that 8 signs where they have on their belt and their, their outfit. That is actually an infinity sign.
Or is that a sign for 8th anniversary?
That too, and also this infinity and 8. So it's actually a good play there. Kudos to PUBG Mobile for playing that one out. But it's definitely not infinity and beyond for the teams to get themselves pointed today, because everybody's been rotating every single chicken dinner. Okay. Consistency wise, everyone is not consistent other than YG, I guess.
Yeah. That's why it's like, this is like the PMYG. Oh, PUBG Mobile Young Good Galacticos at this moment.
I had the
What
same
does it take
thing.
to stop them, right?
I was thinking the same exact thing before we ended that map just now, and I don't know how, but it kind of transferred telepathically to you. So I'm surprised at that. I guess we have the same vibe here today. Even our outfit have similar sort of colors, tones. But today, okay, we had really fast start, like extremely flash start of fights to fight, rondo, Erangel, and then hitting the second half. Surprisingly, everything went a bit like 007 movie when then everybody's like taking their own time, scout, shy, and then are we still gonna have that? Because it's the last match of the day. Do we expect the early of the day kind of performance from the teams, or the later that we literally had just now?
Like everybody just rushed into one compound, like the Erangel match, right? It just became a Royal Rumble. I guess it really depends on what sort of circle are we going to get, right? If we get like I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, right? Like if we get a power grip finish, maybe we get that kind of like, let's go! Rush to power grid and we Royal Rumble it, and then by circle 6, chicken dinner.
That can happen if it's sort of a tuck into one corner sort of circle. We're talking about Impala. Those corners, those high grounds, I wish it's gonna be Impala circle if they can actually enter day. But it's been a while we had Impala, like never nowadays. So if we actually score by Impala circle for this one to end our day number 1 of the grand finals, that's gonna be my best day ever for today. Like seriously, it has been so much fun. But let's fly into our last map of grand finals day 1. That's gonna be Miramar.
So Impala is going to be your call for the circle. Okay, I get that. Okay, I want to go for a rare one. And if this hits, I'm out of here.
Oasis?
I'm going to go Oasis. Yeah, you read my mind. Oh my God. Oh my God. Today, we sister, Today we sister. We vibing. Yeah, oh my God. You read me. Oh my God.
No cap. We were.
No cap.
Oh man, but okay. Either or, if it's any of the circle we just mentioned, oh my God. But will you complain if you have Patona circle? I don't think you're gonna have Patona circle.
Nope. I would absolutely love it. Go Patona.
So excited.
But there's one team that starts at Patona though. OF.
Why did he actually drop himself there as well before?
Oh yeah.
During the league stage, but didn't drop himself too often there anymore.
And not this time. They drop on the left side, so they're gonna go like safe. And YG is always this kind of team that is like, okay, we'll see you later. They're not the early kind of team.
But we got a bit, like a bit. Okay. Oh man, but I have a feeling we might actually sort of having similar circle than before, but I don't know. The circle is quite hard to predict with this sort of pattern for this one, because might fall over to Los Leones North, or maybe all the way north as well. So either or north or south is going to be the issue here. Very different play of strategy rotation. But Daniels, I don't think he can actually toss the knife.
Oh.
Yep.
And we didn't even manage to do our. Oh, who's
Yeah.
going to fight who first? Too
Too
late.
fast. Too late,
Yeah,
too fast.
Oh well. Tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, but today's been really fun though when it comes to today's how the team's just fighting. And I assume this is gonna be aggressive gameplay here because a bit more daring action, early action start that we have just now. The first contact made, just like how we had earlier today. The first 3 maps before, right? Before 10 seconds in, somebody get eliminated as first blood already done. So that might be the case here.
So we're gonna get a big bang round.
Hopefully.
Oh.
Maybe.
Bang round in Impala. Nice.
I forgot about our observer. Who
Oh.
has an obsession about horses in this game?
Yeah, we can see that, right? Like, remember that? Yeah, week 1 is like
Unicorns.
unicorns, all sorts of. Yeah, they just love horses. Okay.
Feels like unhealthy amount of obsession by now, isn't it? It's the grand finals now, and horses won't fight, will they? I don't think so,
Well,
right?
Well, to be fair to our observers, right? Maybe they're also thinking of like, okay, it's my last 3 days here. Let me catch all the horses I can get. Hey, for all you know, right? Like our observers, they're probably playing like how many horses can you get on screen? Like maybe like how we are playing our game of like guessing circle, of guessing who fights.
But
They are playing their
horses
game too.
only applicable when it comes to Miramar, and we do know the camels are here as well. But when it comes to Rango, we don't have a lot of animals mount, do we? So,
Yeah.
I think per day, probably less than 4, if the frequency to predict that one out.
Oh yeah. It's not as frequent as week 1. Week 1 it became a zoo.
Oh my god, you just reminded me of that.
Yeah. A whole zoo. If only there were like I don't know, fishes and birds, bees.
I wish that actually, if only like we can actually see the cosmetics in game to be everybody's using the same Apollo Automobile collaboration skin. That would be pretty cool as well.
Oh yeah. I guess before they can do that, they have to get it first, and that's why they're competing. It's like, okay, oh wow, thanks observers.
The golden.
It's
correct.
not that car, but okay.
Yeah.
But maybe you know why they have to win the tournament first, and then they'll have money to buy that.
I mean, in game, but you still need money to buy that.
Oh yeah.
Either or, I guess the money wins the top. Okay.
We'll see if who becomes the champion in the PMG,
Okay.
and then in the PMGO whether they have that skin or not.
I think this is the best time for us to do our guessing game once more, since we didn't get a glimpse of a circle
Okay.
into stage 2 yet. We don't see a rotation of the players and teams by far, since they already start moving. We don't see any of them. Who do you think will be next for the fight? Who versus who?
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. I kind of want to put KE.
Uh-huh.
And this is just me randomly putting out names, right? Like, I kind of want to put KE and J and K. Yeah. What's yours?
You talked about KE. I do want to see KE versus Hive once more.
Oh.
But because they fought, you remember the first week of PMCL during the league stage where they fought. Davan wasn't playing that time. Remember that? And they fought so many times, almost the entire week, and they lost all of it. And their boxes being carried by Hive players, and they do a ritual, and they did multiple rituals after that after they carried the box. I mean, if you want some redemption for KE, Grand Finals is the best day to do it. Doesn't matter which day, any of those days.
True. It doesn't matter. Maybe, I mean, let's be real, right? Like a team like KE, it doesn't matter too much for them. So they can just like, okay, I just want to be the villain against Hive. That's all. That'll be kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, since catch-up game. Okay, hear me out here. We're talking as real as we can be, and facts are out there in front of our eyes. Do you think KE still can catch up to YG?
No.
Okay, then I agree with you. They should put that plot in action and just go for it.
Okay, all right. I like that you just iron it all out and just do it. So KE, if you're listening to this, just do it. Just do it. I'm gonna text Davan after this, like tell him, just do it.
We so evil right now, but we do have Hacienda de Patron sort of circle. There's gonna be a lot of road fork in between, so the players have to decide which part of the road forks they want to actually take part of. A slightly a Medusa intersection, kind of a Mirama side here. But for MSI, managed to score another one. I guess we're both wrong. That's another fight. None. What is that considered a fight or a pick-off?
That's a pick off.
Okay, so it has to be a team then.
Like now, like NGGZ, but that's one player.
Oh,
It's the
pick a team.
nice.
I guess is this still considered as pick-off?
Now I don't know because it's back to back, right?
Yeah. I guess we both got it wrong then. It's not happening. But
Yeah.
please, if you ever to text Davan, I support you. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I will. Just like, guys, dude, let's be real. Just do it for entertainment.
Oh yeah. But for the chat, I mean, if you guys want to play prediction game with us, like how we expected, what sort of circle we want to see and hoping it will happen. Yeah, well, I mean, we talked about horses with, yeah, that just happened because fights happening, but horses are more important anyway. SKC last player, he needs a horse, so we can highlight him more since he's a solo player.
I like how observers like horse and SKC just lost another player, but horse. They're playing their own game. I'm very sure right now they have their observer game.
Oh man. Okay. So far, SKC is the one that pretty much drowning compared to all the other teams since they're left with only one player. BKE on fire and GGZ all taking slightly a blue zone. I think they've been halted for their navigation into the circle, possibly because their second or third checkpoint seems to be occupied right now. We're heading into stage 2. Everybody's trying to be extra cautious, but not so much for on fire. There you go. What a timing.
I know they're on fire, but don't spend this time in the blue. Okay, one first save for Kaka, okay. 400 meters away, okay. They're still in check. A circle update, okay. Confirm no Impala circle for any of us.
Wow. Is this
What?
the same circle as last one?
Truck stop, yes. Still.
Are we looking at the same game here? Are you kidding me?
If it ends up inside a truck stop, I'm out of here.
Oh,
A different game
man.
for Young Radicals. They're fighting against BKE now.
Oh,
Say Cloud caught out.
twice in a row now.
Oh,
Say Cloud being taken out first, and Monet. It happens twice in a row now in the same map. Now we're left with Master Smart and Romeo in the last one as well.
you can't save Say Cloud for sure, but they maybe can save Myrna.
No, it's-
BKE on the other hand, on the outside, but they don't have that angle. Not that easy though. But another play of Young Radicals circling around, so it's going to be Romeo that's going to try to chase them away.
Now I need to watch the VODs here because the BKE also engaged with YG just like they did in the previous one or not, because the sequence of YG players taken out seems like the same sort. First knockdown is going to Say Cloud, and then Monet, and then left with two players. But at least like you mentioned just now, Monet will actually survive for now, but JNK is quite nearby. There you go, shots coming in, just a warning shot. There's three teams around this corner, KG, JNK, and YG. Make it four. We have also BKE. Quite crowded on top of Ascended de Patron.
Well, Young Radicals managed to park themselves in this compound. And no other team nearby. I mean, the closest one, yeah, but I don't see them rushing into the compound of Young Radicals for now. So they'll be okay. I think they don't mind playing it passively now. It's not like they really need to push for points. Right now, if I was Young Radicals, I'll be like, I just need to survive above Hive every round. I'm good. Or Hive or MSI or any other closer team.
That is absolutely true. And it's pretty chill to be YG then. I mean, today is just day one of Grand Finals. We're not even day two.
For all you know, right now they're having their supper while playing. You know, they'll be like, "Yeah, guys, it's okay. You can eat while we play. You can save time. Multitasking is a thing."
Wish we have a player cam right now. Possibly they do. But the circle, if it just shrinks down to oh my god, it feels like the same circle all over again. Just slightly move a bit towards the left. But it will ended up right side just now where we have those wonky wires area. Those we saw earlier on where exactly similar to that last circle of last Miramar. Is it going to be the same rotation for the other teams? That's the question.
If that's the case, right, I'll be looking at Kind of Quick Esports, but they're not taking the same high ground. There's still a small chance that we might get exact same circle again, because it's still within this stage 4. But the circle now has to pull like down south a bit. But we're going to see different teams in that area now. One of it is going to be on fire. The other one is going to be Oscar, and coming in is Observation Esports. But they're just going to hold their ground for now. I believe that if you play inside of this area, but multiple layers, you play a little bit safe. The bigger fights will happen around the north, like here.
But on fire, literally they had the same compound they had in the last one. So it's just a matter of time, because last time we saw the one pushing in was MSI to that side. So I'm looking forward where the MSI are going to hit where On Fire was at again for their rotations when it comes to the next few stages. But JNK, if anything, if it's this sort of a repeated circle, it's actually a good time for them to, you know, rectify what they did in the last one.
Yeah, to make up for it, right? Yeah. But they're going to take their time. Okay, but anyway, taking the time is not a bad thing. They still managed to get into the circle. That's okay. Yakuza Radicals won't be a big threat to them since they're in that compound. So as long as they avoid that compound, they get in the circle, that's fine. You're going to see Hive now. Oh, Hive at 214. Okay, but they're well spread out. Just look at this, right? They're surrounding 214. 214 is in a harder position against Hive.
I want to see Capo manage to stay how long alive, because if Capo survive, usually it's gonna be a good run for them. But this time, a good opening by Mix. Now, do they follow up on the side of 214? What their response to this? Two of them knocked down for Hive. This is heavy toll on them. If Hive being eliminated, yeah, it is way far behind. Like you mentioned, YG just gonna play the waiting game there.
But Raimon's playing the waiting game here. Guy knows that somebody is right below him. Shot toss. Min is alright for now. And while that, he will finish up range, but Min, the moment he hike up, Raimon's ready for him with the DBS. Revenge is served on behalf of his teammate.
He's quite cautious here for Raimon. He popped the smoke for the reason to finish off that one elimination that he needs to translate into a point here. That knockdown. It's taking a bit too long. Mix. How do they respond to this? They have to cut their way in. Really force the fight. Pins it in there. But it's not going to be an easy task due to the terrain and the structures in between. Come on, boy. Oh, that's a long shot coming from OV. This is not good for Hive.
And with the fact that Hive is now down to only 2 players, it's definitely not good, but it's good for Yangon Galacticos. But let's see how will Hive hold on here. Raimon is the last active player. Homeboy is calling out for help. Shot toss nade will not connect at all. Raimon, he does have a DBS, very collectible weapon, but the terrain isn't helping him. He does not have visual of his opponent. This is fall back, just to be shot from behind by Rick. And the number 2, number 3 team out. Yangon Galacticos again, they will extend their lead.
Oh, they don't even have to go for the hunt, but for KE they are hunting, but it's going to be Nemesis. I love Nemesis today, but I don't know how much they will offer us as Carrillo managed to push one more down. Whoa! Coming in, and woe to them, because Nemesis won't just finish up the rest of KE just now in a swift, but OV, they are flushing out the rest of 214. Capo in region, taking it indoors. It's gonna be the corner place of bombardments once more between these two teams, and the nade hitting it one shot, just slightly short. If not, that's gonna be a huge entry in.
Region! Ooh, lost that one against Kid, but anyway, good for Kid. We managed to secure that elimination point. Now Capo on the next floor. We have this nade, but not able to release it at all, as he gets knocked down by Clay Jr. with the DBS. And Observation Esports overtaking this compound. Next is going to be 214 coming in as a challenger. But 214 Mix is the only active player left. Nothing much you can do about this situation. All you can do right now is to try to survive within the circle.
OV now finished off that knockdown players. Like I mentioned, Mix. They know exactly where he's at, but he can go for an exit if he wants to. Except for Nemesis, of course, he knows somebody's been shooting him from behind. Pretty much sandwich for Mix on what to do. Spotted a buggy. Do I take the buggy and leave? Or do I just stay here for a bit and wait for them to rotate? But it's quite a gamble for Mix. What if Ovi decided to push? And there's not going to be a lot of space to exit out for him. But it's going to be a 3-way war. BKE, MSI, and GG here.
Mara just got gunned down, but no follow-up. That means he should be able to be recovered. Oh, it's GG that saw YG. GG, YG, YG, GG. We'll check on them later, because right now Spyro goes down to the nade of you. And here comes the rest of OF coming in. Trying to follow up from there, but to no avail yet. And Sky found an angle against the John.
The battle of O's, like how you just have it in my mind as well. Oja and on fire. Oh boy. Oja. You try to decide. Oh, it just lost take of valve. He needs to revive the Earl United Axe. Oh,
Woo!
Joseph just arrived. What the need? Where did the angle came from? Those projectiles and 214 unfortunately bowing out early as well. Nemesis down to 2 players. There's Ozja on the other hand. YG fighting against HKG of all the odds. That is a big nade, but at the same time, YG, they learned their lesson in the last one, not to underestimate their opponents and don't disrespect them. Take it a bit slower this time.
Oh, and HKG, they're resetting as well. The Molly will buy them a little bit more time, but now Smile is ready with his nade. Sends it across to finish off Sins. And now they're looking for the remaining members of HKG. Smile at the forefront. HKG really low on health. Benki, at least he's still alive behind, but it's spot him. Smile gets Benki from afar. What a shot that was.
Smile. On northern side, quite plenty of people, but when it comes to the down south, not many teams down there. Observation Esports might actually have a shot to score himself a chicken here, but Nemesis, very small space, very small place to hide. YG going in for HKG. They're done with this. They just want to wrap things over, but JNK, will they take their opportunity here? It's going to be a three-way battle on the northern side.
And looks like they will win this one. But they're not out of it yet because here comes JNK. Two brothers. With Unknown opening up his account here. Up against Romeo. They'll try to stop one. Younger Gaticos, final player left. They try to fight back though, but Lil Yaka gunned down by Renza. Smile, Mr. IGL, Mr. Clutch Man of the Century, saving his teammate. Gonna be a team game here. Smoke is helping him up, but time is not on his side. They have to move forward. The Blue's gonna put pressure. Smile will move. And he sees one behind the tree. It's gonna be Unknown. Not able to hit his shots yet. But Unknown moving forward. SLK gameplay from the man himself. The high guard advantage. And he found Smile. Young goes out, but still 7 elimination points, and Young goes is at 100 points.
Congratulations, hitting the triple digit in one day for YG. I mean, we know the minimum elimination they need to get every single map. They have been set their bar. It's going to be 7. That's going to be the least amount of point they will give into their overall standing. But just now, Unknown, there was a big swing to finish off the rest of YG. When it comes to reflex, he had it better compared to that player. But for TTQ, back towards playing the high grounds like they did just now, Cloud. Right now, this time, it depends on the circle. If the circle seems to be hovering around where they're at till the end, they have to pray they have enough ammunition for that.
Oof, exactly, right? But they're playing the same strategy as before, take the high ground. But slightly different this time because by stage 7, they have to come down from this high ground. A very big chance. We'll confirm that in about a second. And yes, time to quick esports. They have to come down and look at the sharks waiting for them. And yeah, Observer, it's stage 7. We're still looking at the horse. Okay, we got it. You like horses. We get it.
You? Oh, this is the most awkward angle for Austria if they want to hike up. It's so difficult. TTQ's not going to make it easy for them, but good news for everyone else out there. TTQ, the next circle is not in their favor. They have to climb down their high horses. I have to make it to the center. The center is quite an open space, and the moment you jump down, that's gonna be it. Everybody will start to shoot you down.
Yeah, all the sharks are waving there. Time to quick esports. They managed to send one player out. Tap away. It's a bit of damage, and now he has to reset. Lucky gets Joseph, and they will bring in their next elimination point. Time to quick esports now at 5. As they slowly slide into the circle, they are the only team with full squad. Numbers do favor them.
They have numbers on their side, but do they have enough ammunition to last than the rest of the teams? They're quite spread out as well. Very different angles between the players for TTQ, but for GG, they are trying to engage against... Oh, the nade! It's getting closer. BKE, they are in trouble. TTQ's on that side as well. Oh, they got surrounded. BKE, this is trouble.
Okay. Delmi managed to heal back up. What can he do? He's the final player for BKE. They know exactly where he is. Nowhere to go. Out in the open right now, doing whatever that he can. Time to Quick Esports, still a full team. On the other side, pressure right now onto Observation Esports, and one of their players just fell down. And his nemesis next to be eliminated at number 6 with 3 elimination points. The Time to Quick Esports, oh, minus, time to get down.
Oh, safely landed himself 2 feet on the ground there. On the side of TTQ. Baby young me. Last member of BK, they know exactly where he's at. Exactly, they heard the footsteps. And this is going to be tough. I almost got it.
Lucky!
It's close. 2v1, v2v1. Duos on Observation Esport. TTQ got a trio, sorry for that. GG and Osja as solo players. Top 4. Now, any of these guys can have a shot at getting double chicken today. I don't think so, except for GG. GG didn't score chicken yet.
Yeah. We're gonna get all different chicken dinners today for sure now. And it could be Time to Quick Esports. But then again, we have seen a 4v2 and the 4 loss, so anything can still happen in this round. But Time to Quick Esports, I mean, objectively, we look at like, okay, the numbers, it do favor them. Even the system says that, oh, they have like a 58.9% chance of winning this one. Unless a surprise might happen just like this.
The Hoes in YG early on against 2 players of Nemesis. Anything can happen, Cloud. Numbers don't mean a thing in the PUBG Mobile. GG! First one to bite the dust due to the blue zone, but here comes Oscar.
You make himself known. Now he has to rush in. UMP. Oh, nice! Underneath the vehicle! He got hit! What a rush that was by you!
Oh man, you! It was crazy! Oh, and it was wide open, like presented for him. Shoot the legs! Easily done that. Watch your guy down to 1 HP. Oh, we barely can see the HP there, but Ovi! And it's a reset. TTQ, they have the manpower. They got 9 eliminations. But they couldn't put exactly a finger where the players are.
The terrain is rough for them, but at least they know exactly where Chill Guy is at. Trying to flush him out right now. Chill Guy falls to wolf. And it's going to be Minus versus Chill Guys. UMP versus UMP. Here comes Minus pulling the trigger, but Chill Guys! Ice cool nose just to be shot at from afar, but still nothing will stop Time to Quick Esports from locking in the last chicken dinner today.
Because that's another blunder. They didn't score a chicken. I don't know what else to say, man. But we ended up with a very fortunate ending here. TTQ! Congratulations for your grand final chicken dinner. But did they catch up or not? We talked about our catch-up game for the entire day here today.
Especially TTQ, can they catch up to the top 3? They got a second place finish in the first Miramar, and the second Miramar is obviously a chicken dinner. But how close are they to the podium spot? The spot that could bring them to the PMG, or that's going to be the question here. 11 elimination points for Time to Quick Esports. And it's almost quite obvious that Mewtwo is going to be the MVP this round, coming in with the most eliminations and the highest damage among all his teammates. And also to top it off, the least amount of damage taken as well. So this guy, very likely to be the MVP. Of course, we'll get a full confirmation on that later on. But Time to Quick Esports, they could be a surprise team. Let's check out the highlights. Oh man,
Yeah.
sorry,
completely-
I just had to be surprised.
Why are you surprised though?
Because I thought this is the round that we won't see YG in the top 4 teams.
Oh, why are you kidding me? 7 eliminations, they're not on the board.
I mean, because they went out like was it like number 7 or something like that, right? I thought,
Yeah, slightly
okay,
fair.
not top 4. Yeah.
I think that 2 points or 3 points perhaps when it comes to the placement points, they still managed to push up, I guess, the top 4 teams based on the accumulation of all the points in this map. So I guess that tally up not many teams getting that elimination here. But for our match MVP is actually TTQ Mewtwo.
Yep, with his psychic abilities, he became the MVP.
By the way, Cloud,
6. Oh,
if he got 10 elimination, it feels like a binary number now. 10 elimination, 1001 and 1.
wow. I like how that went programming all the way.
I know, right?
Binary code. Yeah. If you guys don't know what that is, well, you can look it up. Nice extra knowledge. But anyway, Title Quick Esports 21 points. Okay, way ahead of Observation Esports. And then you have Osja. Oh, hello. Welcome to Grand Finals. 10 points. Finally, we see them up there.
And YG,
Oh.
they literally at 4th place because that 1 placement points pushed them in the top 4.
See, that's why I thought like, their placement points, not much. But still they are in the top 4. They have not left the top 4 today, okay?
They're like, you know, when there's news anchor trying to present news in the street, they're bobbing their heads everywhere and trying to photobomb in the back. That's how I feel about YG for today.
Yeah, they're the photobomb team here. But that also
God.
means that look at the gap now, 31-point gap. Every round, the gap gets bigger between YG and anyone else.
Everyone else, on the other hand, is just also so far apart from each other, don't they?
Okay, like the 2nd and 3rd place, I think it's quite tight here. Okay, like Hype and NGGZ like 7 points, and then you go down one more, it's 4 points, and then it's 3 points, and then it's another 3 points. So it's super tight for the PMGO slot, super duper tight.
Oh, well, surprise, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's my personal choice of the clutch man of the century, Mr. Smile, our daily MVP. How can we be surprised, right? Like the entire day, they're always top 4.
Why are you so angry? They're performing so well.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I agree. It feels like YG is a different level. They are, you know, a cut above everybody else up there. We all know that's what astonishing from my perspective is that they are playing in World Cup region. They are former world champions, but how did they manage to be consistent and keep grinding to make sure that entirety of the year and the next year, every year, their performance getting better while the other team seems to be having a hard time to catch up? What kind of training they went through during off season or when it's, you know, before the world stage, there's no other contender at you around your region. Who did you practice with?
Yeah, I know, right? Somebody has to put them in the lab and test them. You put them in the lab, you hook them up with all the wires, and you put them on a treadmill. You know, the real treadmill.
Oh my, my lashes start to follow my laugh too much, man. I can't even, my false lashes dropping.
You're imagining them in the lab, right?
No, I thought you said they're being born in a lab or something because they're a different breed entirely.
Yeah, that
Feels
too,
like
right?
it. How? Okay. Usually, when it comes to that region, you have a world champions, right? The rest of the region will try to compete almost at the same level. That's why you're that good. But in YG case, how?
They're born in the lab. That's all we can say. These people are born in the lab.
Oh man.
Like they are created with the genes of the best PUBG Mobile players in the world, all in one.
I mean, but before, prior to when they got themselves world champions, they weren't this good though. Compared
So
to
they went back to the lab. Like, you're not good enough. Come back to the lab. Let's, I don't know, do some
Update your
surgery or
software.
something. Yeah, update your software. Like put up.
Oh man, what a day it has been, Cloud. But when it comes to today, there's so many unexpected turns and drama. But we are wrapping up our day one of Grand Finals. We had too much fun today. Sorry, guys. But for tomorrow, it's going to be same time, same place. Stay tuned. And tomorrow is going to be the Judgment Day because day number 2 always going to be the hardest for the middle pack team. So see you guys tomorrow. And that's going to be signing off. Chichu, and always, thank you so much. The awesome Sir Cloud. Bye.